Lost in the Amazon jungle, a missed chance to scrutinize the retail giant. Amazon is an amazing company. Its founder Jeff Bezos started an online bookseller and turned it into a retailing giant. On the way, the company became a platform for third-party sellers, launched the highly successful electronic book reader, and created a cloud computing service that allows millions to store their data. There is a fascinating tale to be told about this transformation. Unfortunately, a new book called The Amazon Management System by Ram Charan and Julia Yang, a pair of consultants, is not it. In part, this is down to editing. The cover offers an early warning with a reference to Warren Buffett, with one T. As a rule, Bartleby mistrusts any business term that misspells the name of famous investor. As irritating, the authors never use one adjective when 7 or 8 will do. The typical sentence reads, more transparency of such ultra-detailed end-to-end, cross-silo and cross-layer, real-time and input-oriented data and metrics makes the user feel better for cross-functional collaboration much easier. A deeper problem is the book's relentlessly hagiographic tone, no doubt influenced by Amazon's success. It cites a few product failures, such as the Fire Phone, but that is it. The authors mention criticism of its labor standards, which are widespread, but as that will not be addressing those concerns directly. How can one write a serious book about Amazon's management without dealing with how it manages most of its workers? That is the focus of On the Clock by Emily Gendersberger, published in 2019. The journalist spent time at Amazon warehouse to discover what life was like for the precariat, the workers in the low wage jobs. At her Kentucky warehouse, the application process warns her that she would have to walk 5 to 50 miles, that is 8 to 24 kilometers a day, and climb and descend 4 flights of stairs, work nights, weekends, and public holidays, and face a schedule that might change at a short notice. During her shift, she got a 30-minute unpaid break for lunch and 2 50-minute paid breaks. Keeping up the pace was tough. Those who fail the make rate can be fired. Warehouse vending machine contain painkillers after many workers request them to counter work late ash. Amazon responded to the economist that for someone who only worked at Amazon for approximately 11 days, Emily Gendersberger's statements are not a accurate portrayal of working in our buildings. The company says that unpaid lunch breaks are standard practice in the industry, and that employees can take short breaks at any time to use the restroom, to grab a water or a snack, speak to their co-worker or manager, etc., all of which are paid breaks. Amazon adds that it has introduced robotic drive units, which reduce the amount of working required. In America, it raises its minimum wage to $15 an hour in 2018, and it says offers industry-leading benefits. In Britain, the GMB union has been campaigning against warehouse conditions, saying that there was a 600 ambulance call to Amazon site within 3 years. The company replies that Amazon is a safe place to work. We benchmark against UK national data published by the Health and Safety Executive, confirming we have over 40 fewer injuries on average than other transportation and warehouse business in the UK, or barring employees from taking phone onto the warehouse floor. They must leave them in a locker. But what if their children taken ill? What if their children are taken ill? It may be hours before they learn about it. As for the company's refusal to meet or recognize the GMB union, Amazon says it already offered what they are requesting for employees. If everything were rosy, workers would have no reason to join a union, and therefore recognizing GMB would not be an issue. One can side with company or its critics. One can side with the company or its critics. To your columnist, some of its practice looks rather Victorian, whether or not they are standards for the industry. If you work 10-hour shift, you need to eat and should be paid for the time. Not paying for lunch break is reminiscent of Scrooge, the miser portrayed by Charles Dickens, who grumbled about paying a day's wage for no work when his clocks took off Christmas Day. Others may disagree with Bartleby, but if you are writing a book about Amazon, you should form a view. A firm's management style should involve an assessment of how it treats not just its executive, bulk of its workers. Too few business books will do.